get a snack, get a drink, get comfortable. This is gonna be a long one. Hello, welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where we talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. This is the kind of content you find interesting. Please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. So collection videos are some of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. I really like watching the variety of things that people have in their collection, colors, patterns, from bags to SLGs. I just think they're really fun, and I like the little anecdotes and stories that people also put in their collection videos. A couple of creators that I really like and enjoy watching who recently did collection videos were Maggie Chu and Amber Ashley. They both did collection videos of their SLGs, and I thought that doing a video of SLGs seemed a little less daunting than doing a video about my bags, and so that's what I wanted to share with you today, just a video about the SLGs that I have in my collection. Before I get started with showing you the pieces in my collection, I do want to let you know that this video is sponsored in part by Buyee. Buyee is an online Japanese proxy service that allows you to buy from Japanese websites like Yahoo Auctions, Mercari, Rakuten, and they just give you a huge variety of things that you can't get on the English market. I genuinely enjoy browsing and using Buyee, so it's always nice when they want to collaborate with me on a video. Some of the pieces in my collection were purchased through Buyee, and I'll let you know what those are when I get to them. And all the pieces that I did purchase were bought with my own money. Buyee didn't sponsor a purchase and didn't give me a credit or anything like that. These are all items that I purchased myself and then just wanted to talk about Buyee. They wanted to collaborate with me, so I'm doing that with you now. If you're interested in utilizing Buyee, I did make a video a while back about how to utilize the website, and I have a link down below that gets you 10% off your first purchase if you've never used them before on a new account. Thank you again to Buyee for sponsoring this portion of the video, and now onto the collection. I have pieces from Coach, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, and Chanel, and I'm going to go in an order and clump them together by brand. I think that might be the easiest. So let's start with Coach. The first item that I have from Coach is this little cosmetics pouch that I got from Poshmark, I believe, but it's originally from the Coach outlet. It's super cute. It's this cream color with this bee motif, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. I think this print came out in 2020, something like that, in again, the outlet, and I just thought it was super cute. I bought a zip wallet also from Poshmark, but it ended up getting stained, and so I did send it back. But I use this actually for my camera equipment when I travel and just to store it. So it's currently got like my batteries in there, and that's what I use it for. I don't use it as a cosmetic pouch, and I really like it. I think it's really cute. Then I do have this zip card wallet. This was from the collaboration they did with some food brands. They did collaboration with Cracker Jack, Pepsi Cola, and Ice Cream Sundae, and then Campbell's Soup. And I just thought that the Cracker Jack one was so cute. This is also, I believe, Coach outlet. It's got this zip compartment. It's 2 zip compartments and a blue inside. I don't love the fact that the inside is dark blue because it makes it kind of hard to see your cards. And honestly, I don't really use this because it's kind of small and my cards don't fit in it very well. And it also doesn't fit coins very well because it bulges out kind of funny when you put like more than 3 coins in there. So I don't use it. I do think it's very cute, but I've been considering selling this just because it's cute, but I think its time might be done in my collection. But yeah, I do like it a lot, but I don't find it particularly useful. It's more like just a shelf piece. Next, I have this little coin purse, and you can tell from the shaking it does have quite a few coins in it right now. This is from the Legacy collection. They have a couple of pieces from SLGs that have this rainbow stripe. It's got this really cute little hang tag on the side that I just think is adorable. And it opens like this. I also got this on Poshmark. This was one of the first pieces I actually ever bought on Poshmark. I just thought it was super cute. I use this when I travel for my coins when I go to foreign countries. Like it currently I think has a bunch of Japanese yen in there. Yeah, it's really small and compact, but it fits a ton. And I like that it folds open so you can actually find what you're looking for. I was thinking about getting another coin purse or coin pouch that also I could utilize for travel, but this one works so well that I just haven't yet. Another coin keyring type thing is this. This is the Tattersdale collection, and I'm not sure when this came out, the year, but I really like this piece. It's got a keychain on it, and it has like just a zip open compartment, and then it's got the slip pocket in the back. Coach currently has these items called skinny minis that are basically this layout, but the zip pocket is clear for an ID. And I don't like the skinny minis nearly as much as I like this. I really like the fact that it isn't clear in the back because I think that sometimes the clear plastic kind of just doesn't look as nice. But I do like that there's a slip pocket because I always slip like a bill in here. And I actually use this for my keys when when I had a million keys from my apartment building that I lived in. I had something like 7 keys and then my car key and key fob. And so I just needed something bigger than like a Louis Vuitton clay. And this worked really well. It's kind of beaten to death at this point because I did use it incessantly for several years. Like it's kind of falling apart a little bit, but I really like it and it's got sentimental value, and it, you know, I don't think I would get anything if I tried to sell it, and I don't want to, so it just stays in my collection. Now, I don't really buy bag charms for the most part. They're just something that I don't use. I don't use them. I don't put them on my bags. I don't decorate my bags that way, so I find them kind of pointless for me personally. But there is one bag charm that I thought was so cute that I had to buy, and it was on sale for 50% off, so I went for it, and that is this. This is from the Coach Guang Yu collection when they did a collaboration with several Asian artists. I think they did a collaboration with 4, and this is the Guang Yu's interpretation of Rexy the dinosaur, this like graffiti cartoon version, and I thought it was so adorable. It's got the Guang Yu Coach emblazoned on the back, and I just, look at that. It's so adorable. Rar. I have 0% use for this, but I just thought it was so adorable that I purchased it, and I got it again for 50% off, so it wasn't that much money. I think I got it for $25, something like that, and just, yeah, I love having this in my collection because I just look at it and it makes me smile. Now, on the topic of Coach Guang Yu, I like that version of Rexy so much that I actually also have the card holder. Now, this was a gift. I had looked at this card holder when it first came out and I didn't pull the trigger on it, and then it was sold out and I just didn't purchase it, and a friend of mine got it as a birthday present for me a couple of years ago, which I thought was so nice and so appreciated because I think it's so cute. This is the card holder that I mostly use nowadays because I do love that it has so many slots. It's got 1, 2, 3 on both sides and the middle compartment. And a lot of luxury card holders only have like 3 or 4 slots, 5 sometimes as the maximum. So I like that this has extra. And I like it. I like having a flat card holder. It's super useful and it's so cute. It makes me really happy to have it. The other Coach card holder I have is this one. It just got this pretty little blue pattern flower print on it. This is also an outlet piece, I believe. This is actually different because this only has the 5 card slot. It's got 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 1 in the middle. Whereas this has 3 in the front, 3 in the back, and 1 in the middle. So it's got 7, not 5. 7 card slots, 5 card slots. I do think this is really pretty, and I used it for quite a long time before I ended up getting this one. And now it just kind of sits in my collection. I don't really use it because I use this one almost exclusively when I need a card holder, but it's nice. I like having it, so it's just like a backup. Moving on to compact wallets from Coach, I have 2. First is this one. This is a surprise inside wallet. It has this pretty mauve color, but it's not really a color I necessarily gravitate towards. The reason I bought this wallet is because of what is inside. You open it and surprise, it's sharks. I just thought that was so delightful. It's upside down. Here we go. I just thought this was so delightful. I really, really like this. I think this was also an outlet piece, I believe. I bought this wallet from Mercari back when I had a credit with them for some reason, and I just think that it's so delightful. I love the surprise inside. Surprise sharks, and I don't really use it. It's not that it's too small. It's just that the card slots are pretty stiff, and so I always feel like I'm struggling to get my cards in and out. I put my cards in it before and then taken them out and use something else, but I think it's so cute that I keep it for that reason. The final Coach SLG I have in my collection is this compact wallet. Not so compact, honestly, but it is this beautiful brown color. It's from the Coach Legacy collection. It's got the Legacy print inside of the coin purse area, and the inside is this really beautiful blue. I love the blue with this brown, and then the inside lining of the pockets are also the Coach Legacy stripe. And I just thought this was so beautiful. I love the feel of the leather. This is some really nice older style Coach leather, so smooth. It's got some scratches on it. It's got some verdigris on it that I've tried to clean up as best as I could, but it's just so pretty. I've used this wallet a lot actually. And in fact, the only reason I don't use it as often as I'd like to is because the turn lock sticks out so much that I don't like putting it in some of my fancier bags because I'm worried about the turn lock like pressing on the leather inside, especially my smaller bags. This is quite a big wallet with the way that it comes up on the top and comes out on the side. So I don't use it in my smaller bags. I use it in my bigger ones, but I love how much you can fit in it, and I love how easy it is to use. The card slots come in and out really easily. It's got the 2 slip pockets for cash if you want to divide cash up or if you want one just for receipts. And I love the big coin compartment, so I take this with with me traveling also if I have a bigger bag. And I just think it's so pretty. It's one of my Star Coach Collection SLG items. That was a weird sentence, but you know what I mean. And that is my last Coach SLG. Moving on to Louis Vuitton. I don't have a ton of Louis Vuitton in my collection at this time. I've kind of bought and sold a lot of it over the years, but I have a fair amount for not having the largest SLG collection in the world. So I think I'm pretty content with what I have. The first items that I have are the Louis Vuitton clays, and obviously I have 3 of them. This is the trifecta. I've got the Damier Ebene, the Damier Azur, and the monogram. I do like these. They are much easier to use now that I have less keys to carry, and I do kind of switch out and use different ones on different days. And I like sometimes matching them to my monogram or my Damier Ebene bags. And I do like the Damier Azur because it's brighter, and if you have a darker bag on the inside, the Damier Azur shows up really nicely. I don't really like using the Damier Azur if I have a bag with like a red interior or anything because I'm worried about color transfer. So I don't use it then, but I do like having all 3, and they're not too expensive for an SLG purchase. Granted, I did buy them when they were a lot less expensive. They're currently, I think, $325 each, which is not the best, but it's not the worst. But I got these when they were more in the $200 range, which I thought was reasonable. And I do like having them. I do like having them a lot, so I'm glad that I got them when I did. Next, I have 2 mini pochettes in the Damier Ebene and the Damier Azur. I also got these when they were much less expensive. These were like $360 or $315 each, whereas now they're something like $765, almost $800, which is nuts a little bit. That's a lot for a mini pochette. I personally would not pay $800 with tax for a mini pochette, but if you've never had one before in your collection and you like them and you want one, I can see it being worth it to somebody else. But I personally, like, if I didn't have these, I don't think I'd pay $800 for them. You know what I mean? They're really good catch-alls, but I don't use them as often as like I think some people do, because I usually use like cloth cosmetic pouches in my bags as opposed to thinking about using the mini pochettes. So they don't get as much use as they could in my collection. I do enjoy having them, and I'm glad that I have them, and I'm certainly glad that I have them for the price that I paid. But they're not the end-all and be-all SLGs that I think some people used to tout them as when they were less expensive. The final Louis Vuitton SLGs that I have in my collection, and see, I don't have that many. Like, I have enough, but I don't have like 50 or something like that. I'm content with what I have, you know what I mean? So the final pieces I have in this collection are my Recto Verso, and I have them in the monogram, and I also have them in the Damier Azur. And this is my favorite wallet. I love these. I love the monogram so much that I got the Damier Azur because I love the colorway. It's got the rose ballerine, and I think it's so pretty with the button, because this is an older style. I got this, I think, off the Real a while back. And then this is the monogram, and it has the black leather on the back. I love this wallet. It's such a good compact wallet. It fits your cards here. It's got a snap button here for extra cards or coins. It's got a slip pocket here for cash or cards or coins. And then this zip, which is an L zip, so it comes all the way down, so it's really easy to open. And then it has the keychain too, the Louis Vuitton keychain that like opens and closes in a really secure way. I love this thing. I use it constantly. In fact, the only reason I'm not using this right now is because I'm giving them a break. I got a new compact wallet that I'm trying out that I do also really enjoy seeing in my bags, but I love these so much that I have obviously 2 of them. I do recommend them. I did a review video on the Recto Verso a little bit ago, so I'll link that video for you if you're interested in. I go all through all the ins and outs, but long story short, they're great. I recommend them wholeheartedly. I'll link some of the items, by the way, that I've mentioned down below in the video description if you're interested in shopping for them yourself, because obviously everything I have, most of them I recommend. So I'll just leave some links for you if I can find them on like the preloved market or something like that. I really like the Damier Azur with the rose ballerine. I think it's so pretty, and sort of once I got this one, I've used this one a lot less. I still love it. I'm still keeping it in my collection because I do like to switch them out, but I think this colorway is so attractive, and I love how you zip it open, and it's got I still have like cash in here. You still have the rose ballerine lining on the inside. I just use this like all the time. Really good, highly recommend. Next, I think I'm going to talk about Hermes because I only have one Hermes SLG, and it's definitely not what you're thinking because it isn't an SLG that you can really buy. It is this little bookmark, and I got this at the Hermes in the Making exhibit when it came through to my state a couple of years ago now. It was super amazing, so cool. I'll link the video that I made of it for you, because if you haven't watched it, I really recommend it. It really gave me even better of a understanding and a greater appreciation of how Hermes items are crafted. And one of the really cool things about this event was there was kind of like a craft exhibit with one of the Hermes artisans, and you got to make a bookmark. So you got to basically hand stitch this little part over here. You learn saddle stitch with the actual tools. So super cool. My stitches are obviously not the neatest, but I tried my best. This is in the Chev Mysore goatskin, and I love having this in my collection because I like having this example of the leather. I just think it's so cool. I have this little leather bookmark from Hermes that you can't buy. You just like have to have gone to the exhibit and have it, and I just think that's really neat. So I'm glad I have it in my collection. It's not the most exciting item perhaps, but it's just this like a fun little tidbit of like a fun fact of the thing that I experienced. So we're in the home stretch now. We're at Chanel, and this is the final brand of SLG that I have in my collection. So I'm gonna just get into it now. I think I have more Louis Vuitton in my collection just because I have several items of multiples of Louis Vuitton, but I have enough of Chanel too. I'm always interested in maybe adding a few more pieces of certain items because I do like them very much, but let's get into it. Let's just start. The first item I have from Chanel is this flat card holder, and it's the only flat card holder from Chanel that I have in my collection. This is in the black lambskin with the gold hardware, and I have never used this because I didn't buy it to use it, which sounds a little bit crazy. I understand it does. I bought it for having the lambskin leather in an SLG that I could age myself by using the oils in my fingers and just creating my own patina. I wanted to have a little piece of like leather lambskin that was modern that I could just then age and have it as a vintage piece in 20 years and just know that I was the one that turned it into the beautiful soft lambskin with the patina that it has as it ages, which again, is a little bit insane, but I am a leather nerd. That's one of the reasons I got into luxury. I love the leather and I love the craftsmanship of these pieces, and I just wanted to have like a really soft lambskin piece. I did make a video a while back about caviar versus lambskin leather, and in that video I scratched this piece up and then showed you how to buff out the lambskin. I'll link that video for you down below. It's a little bit old, so please be kind, but the points in the video still stand. But I scratched this piece and it is perfectly fine now. No scratches to see, no scratches to speak of. It is beautiful and very soft, and I just like having it in my collection. Another item in my Chanel collection that I only have one of is this. This is the L-Zip coin case, I think it's called, or L-Zip key O case, something like that. And this is this beautiful camellia print with this silver embossing on it and silver hardware. I did get this through Bailly only a few months ago, and I was looking for a camellia print because I really like that print. This is from 2015. I believe it's from 2015 2015 fall. It was a little bit hard to find the actual season, but I do believe that's when it's from. I traveled the purse forum, and I just think it's so pretty. It's also lambskin. This is a more durable lambskin. It's still very soft, but it does feel hardier, which I do enjoy. I don't love that the zipper is a little bit sticky, but I don't mind that. And it has also a key ring to it, which I enjoy having a key ring to these little pouches because I can kind of just hold it like that. I've used this for my keys primarily, and it does fit them, not as well as the key pouches do, but I do like using this for my keys. You could also use it for cards, but I think with the sticky zipper, it would be a little bit more annoying to use it for cards because you'd have to like futz with it. Oh, now it's not sticky. It's fine now. Yay. All right. Well, you know what I mean? It's just, I use snaps more than I use zippers when I have my cards. So that's just something that I have more preference, but I thought this was so pretty. I do like using it for my keys, and I got it through Bailly. It was only about $200, something like that. Like, yeah, I think it was about $200 after everything, and I didn't have to pay import fees because it was under $800. So it was like $200. I think $20 was shipping. So under $250 for a beautiful Chanel SLG. Like if you try to buy something like this on Fashion File, you're gonna be paying like $700 to $1,200 I've seen them listed for. And like you could just, Bailly is a really good place to look if you're not afraid of like kind of trawling the website and seeing what you can find. I do, again, genuinely enjoy them and use them. So just so cool, so pretty. I really like having this in my collection. Oh, by the way, this also came full set. This came with the dust bag, it came with the box, it came with the ribbon, and it came with the camellia. So like almost full set for $250. Like that's pretty good. Next in my collection is this flap card case. This is from 20p. It is also in a camellia print in a pink. You can see maybe a theme here. I just think the camellia print is so pretty, and I really enjoy having like brighter color and pink SLGs. You can't necessarily see that from my Louis Vuitton collection, obviously, but I really like having brighter color SLGs for a pop of color in my bag. I really like that, especially if the interior of the bag is dark. This is just the standard flap card holder with the one slip pocket in the front and the open compartment. It doesn't have a pocket in the back because the Camellia styles did not. And again, this was a 20p collection and I just thought it was so pretty. I do really like the style of card holder, and I actually did use this as my wallet quite recently. I switched out of the Recto Verso into this, then switched out of this into my current wallet, which I will show you in a minute. But I do have several of these and I would like more and more colors. Now, continuing on with card holders, I did say that I had multiples. I do have these two in the classic flap style, and I wanted to differentiate these because the Camellia one had a straight flap across and these have the classic flap card holder. And isn't that beautiful? I have the classic one in black caviar with the gold hardware. This is a Rev piece, so that means that it comes out every season. And then I have it in this beautiful like iridescent pink calfskin. And this was from 21K a couple of years ago, or 3 years ago now, 2.5, you know, something like that. I think these are beautiful and I really like using them. I use this one quite a lot, and I use this one almost exclusively when I use a flap card holder when I'm not using the pink one. I do want another one in a brighter color because this does tend to get lost in my bag sometimes. And I'm a little bit scared of using this one just because it is so pretty and it is that iridescent finish. I am careful with all my items, but SLGs do tend to get tossed around in bags a little bit more than a bag itself does. So I'm able to be more careful with a bag in an interesting color or pattern than I am with an SLG necessarily. I still think this is absolutely gorgeous though, and I love the idea of having it in one of my bags. It's also like a snap here and it's got silver hardware. This one is made in Italy, and this one I believe was made in Italy as well, yeah. I do really enjoy using them. I think that they're so convenient, especially they have a back pocket, which I think is nice now. The older styles didn't. I think they added the back pocket in 2019 or 2020, and I do love that the new ones come with the back pocket because it's just so much more convenient. I do love these very much. I do want more in my collection. I think that they're so cool and so pretty, and I just like them a lot. They are, of course, more expensive now than they were when I started buying them. I think they're currently $625 for the base model and a little bit more expensive with the So Black hardware, but $625 for the base, so about $650 with my tax anyway. And I got this for $550, I think. I think these were $550 when I purchased them, so a little bit pricier now, almost $100 pricier now, but I do think they're worth it if you want a little piece of Chanel and you use SLGs and you want something colorful in your bag. So I would still pay that money for them. I do think that they're worth it, and just, they're so pretty. I've said that a number of times now. We're in the home stretch, only 2 items left to go, and they're both compact wallets. The next one I have is this. This is the Chanel Kanban wallet. This was also a Buyee find, and I am so happy I found it on Buyee for an excellent price, if I may say so myself. It is this pretty just Kanban print here in the pink lambskin. It's a snap and it opens up to a card slot interior with one slip pocket for cash or receipts. And then it has this coin compartment slot in the back, which I primarily use for cards actually. It is a little bit tight for cards when you have them in the slots, because you can put cards in the back, but it gets really tight. So I just am able to put cards here. And I do like that. I put some coins in here too. I always carry a couple of quarters with me, but just the cards fit really nicely in this area, so I just use them there too, like gift cards or cards that I don't need as often as the credit cards or my ID and stuff like that. And I just think it's so pretty. It's very, very soft lambskin. This is a softer lambskin than the key pouch, the oak key pouch that I showed you, but it's not as soft as the flat card holder that I showed you because, you know, they're all from different seasons. This is almost a vintage piece, I believe. Not quite, but almost a vintage piece. This is from 2009, I think. Not quite vintage, but getting up there in years. I have always loved the Kanban collection, and obviously I wasn't buying Chanel in 2009, 2010, and I've been wanting this particular wallet in the pink colorway for years. And I've searched on it on eBay, on Vestiaire Collective. It comes up occasionally on RealReal and on Fashion File, but for very expensive. Like, I think the Real one has one of these for like $1,000, which I'll link for you if you want, but I wouldn't pay $1,000 for this. I found this on Buyee for something like $220, and then I was able to apply a 10% off coupon on top of that. I found it on Mercari. And then with shipping, I paid, I think, $230 for this total all in. And I think that's pretty good. This one did come with a little bit of an odor, which I didn't love. It wasn't disclosed in the listing, but I wanted the wallet so much, and it was in such good condition otherwise, and I paid such a good price for it, that I didn't mind keeping it with an odor. I threw it in a bag with some baking soda and then gave it the freezer treatment. I made a video a long time ago about how to remove smells from bags and SLGs, which I will link for you, but it is very old. Please be kind. But the tricks all work still. So I gave this the baking soda treatment and then the freezer treatment, and I used some charcoal packets as well. And now it's got a little bit of an odor, but like you have to be like right next to it to tell, and like no one's going to be sniffing your wallet, and I can't tell from like this distance. So I don't care. I think airing it out a little bit more will get rid of that completely, but I love this. I've been using it right now. That's why all my stuff is inside of it. And I'm glad to have it in my collection finally. I think it's so fun. I think it's so cute. And it's a really nice size for a compact wallet. It's about the same size as my Coach Legacy, but like kind of smaller because it doesn't have the protrusions. And so I like this a lot. I'm happy to have it in my collection, and I like using it. So there you go. And finally, the piece de resistance, the ultimate shining crowning glory of my collection. Thank you for sticking with me for this long, by the way. If you've watched this all the way through, please leave an emoji of like a rainbow in the description so I know that you've lasted through something like 30 to 40 minutes of video about a SLG collection, because that is incredible. Good job. But anyway, the final piece in my Chanel SLG collection and the final piece in my SLG collection in totality is this. This is the Chanel compact wallet in the 17B rose gold chevron. Now, this is gorgeous. Ask me how often I use it, not very, but because it's actually kind of big. It's bigger than this one by like a little bit. It just feels bigger for some reason to me. I have used it a little bit, but not a lot. And for the most part, I just like looking at it. It is so pretty. I love this 17B iridescent rose gold. It's got the zipper on the back and it opens up like this. It's got just like the slip card pockets, and then you've got one big slip pocket, and then these slip pockets kind of fold down like that. I'm not sure why, but all of the Chanel compact wallets have that like weird fold down pocket thing. But yeah, I just think it's so pretty. The Chanel is embossed here in silver because the hardware is silver, and this was made in Spain. Most of these SLGs in the rose gold were made in Spain, I believe. It's so pretty. I got this off of Rebag 3 or 4 years ago, and Rebag used to do these coupon codes where you could like get $100 off with no minimum spend. Now it's currently like $100 off with like 1,000 minimum spend, which is not as good, but this was $100 off, no minimum spend. I was able to also apply a 10% off coupon code to it. I think, yeah, 10% or 15% off to this. And then I got cash back on my Amex card when I bought it. And so all in, I think I paid something like $550 with tax and shipping. That is pretty good for any Chanel SLG wallet actually, but like for the rose gold, like I was very impressed with myself. I don't necessarily think I'd want a bag in this colorway because I think it would be difficult for me to wear it, but I do love having it as an SLG, and I think it's so nice. I don't, again, use it very often. I just like looking at it in my like little SLG drawer, but it's so pretty and it makes me so happy to have it, and I'm really glad that I do. And that is it. That is all. That is everything. That is my complete SLG collection from Coach to Chanel. Oh my gosh, this was a massive video to film, so I hope that you were able to get through it. Thank you if you did, by the way. Again, leave an emoji of a rainbow if you were able to get through I've been filming for 48 minutes. I'll see if I can cut it down. But I know that there's a debate sometimes about whether or not you should spend your money on SLGs or spend your money on a lot of SLGs, because you could buy a bag with like the amount that some of these SLGs cost. And obviously with the amount of SLGs that I have sitting in my lap right now, I could buy a bag, if not two. And I think to each their own. I think some people really get a lot of joy, me included, out of having SLGs, different colors, different varieties, and I do like seeing different kinds in my bags. And I love having fun colors for my wallets or for my keys, because it's just an added experience to me. It's another little extra luxury that I get to experience every day, because I use my wallet every day. I use my keys every day, and I just really enjoy that. So for me, it's worth it to have. I don't think that I could have like 100. I think that would be too many, but I definitely can see myself adding some more SLGs to my collection, especially some more Chanel flap card holders, or maybe some more compact wallets and some fun colors and patterns or prints. I certainly can see myself doing that. I'd love to hear your opinion. What was your favorite SLG from my collection? Please do share. And if you have a favorite SLG, please do let me know in a comment down below as well. Again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for Bayi for sponsoring part of this video. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys. If you like this video, please give it a like. It super duper helps the algorithm, and subscribe for more content that helps the algorithm even more. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.